two, one. Listen, we back. The internet not gonna stop this show tonight. All right, this is part two. Part two. This is a continuation. So all our live streamers should be able to hop back on here soon. I'm gonna drop in the comments that we're back. Send out some reminders and let's go. All right. So Kimmy T is in the building to show you guys to share with you guys what's the top investment apps of 21. Which ones typically make sense? All right, they literally just make sense, guys. So our goal, we just had our first part one of our stream, guys. We got disconnected, we was having some technical issues, but we're not going to worry about that because we understand that this stream is strong and live, and maybe things were supposed to be redirected in a different direction. So we can go with these plays. I'm excited. So 2021 is still a phenomenal year, a winning year. I have the one and only Kimmy T on this live stream with you guys. She doesn't not only have a military background that's super strong, having a lot of success and an extraordinary leader, but she's also one of the top investors that I know, having a lot of success, guys. So I want you guys to hear from her. She's going to share with you some of her success stories and some of her favorite apps so we can make sure that you're winning with us all year. Let's go.
Yeah.
We back in live, baby. Let's go.
Live and direct.
Yeah. You ready to rock and roll, Kimmy T?
I'm ready.
Perfect. All right, perfect. So we're going to rock and roll. So the first question we were sharing earlier was, what was, I think the last question I was getting ready to ask you is, how are you able to manage your investment life and your career? Letting people know why it's important to make a living. That's what we're talking about. And why you build your fortune, because I need people to understand nothing is to be jumped out. You're not supposed to just quit your job and just hope everything works well. Just explain to them how you're able to manage investing, building your wealth part-time while you build your fortune, while you're making a living. And then, why is it really important from your experience to start making sure you take advantage of the wealth route?
Gotcha. Okay, so I would say number one, the biggest thing when it comes to making a living and building your fortune at the same time, guys, right? It's going to take balance. That's something that we all know it's going to take balance. But the importance is, I hear so many people talking about, like, oh, I don't want to go to this job, or, oh, I don't feel like it, right? And so what this does, right, building that wealth part-time, what it does is you're building your way to the life that you really want to live, right? You're growing your way you're growing your way to time freedom. You're growing your way to financial freedom. And so I would say the impact, the reason why you should be doing both, right? Don't just depend on, what you're getting from your 9-to-5, guys. It's because we all don't want to be working 9 to 5 for the rest of our lives.
Right.
That's just a fact. And so I would say the biggest tool in doing that is going to be balance, right? And so one thing that I personally had to get a grip on real tight was a schedule. Because so many times, right, everybody get the same 24 hours in a day, but somehow more people are able to get stuff done than other people. And I'm just like, well, what's really going on? And so I had to understand that all I had to do was create a schedule, right? And so instead of, spending time watching Netflix, or instead of spending time, hanging out, just kind of chilling all the time, y'all, I really had to be intentional about, all right, if I can make myself get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work, then I can also pull myself out the bed to get on these charts. I can pull myself out the bed to copy and paste some numbers. I can pull myself out the bed to learn this skill that's going to make sure I never have to get up out the bed and go to that job again.
Wow.
Right. And so I think the biggest thing was just finding a schedule and finding something that worked for me, because it's not going to work the same for everybody. Right. I can dedicate 5 hours every single day to learning this skill set, but maybe you work 12-hour shifts. Maybe your schedule is not as flexible, but I can tell you one thing: you can dedicate at least 1 hour a day where you can sit down, copy some numbers from one app to another, and now create financial freedom for yourself while you're still building your fortune, right? Or making a living. So it's very, very doable. You just have to have balance and have a schedule.
Having a schedule is so important. I think a lot of us have schedules just simply working, taking care of the kids. But I don't think people ever realize you have to build a wealth schedule and a wealth plan so that it all can work itself out, right? You can't just hope that it falls in your lap and works out one day. You have to be very, very intentional, right? Whatever you schedule, you're executing. So that's very, very important. So the other question is, what's one of your favorite investments this year? What's one of your favorite investments? What should somebody get off this stream and go do right now?
Ooh, okay, so y'all, it's so many. Okay, I know
top three.
Top three. All right. So I can honestly say top three, they just happen to all be cryptos. Okay. I can't say why, but they're all cryptos. Okay. So you have Bitcoin, right? Obviously, everybody investing in Bitcoin. Then you have Ethereum. That is another major asset that I'm really, really looking into. And then a little birdie told me about something called Grayscale. Okay. And I'm just like, you know what? Y'all onto something, okay? Y'all are onto something here. So those are probably my top three that I'm looking at right now as far as different platforms and stuff.
Awesome. So guys, she gave y'all, listen, those three words were $1 million conversation. All right. Don't be the person to leave this stream, hear some valuable information, and don't even go look into it. All right. We're sharing things that we're already having success from, and she's already positioning you to go ahead and continue to leverage that wave, to leverage this long-term investment vehicle, guys, because you're in position right now from literally just hopping on the stream. So she gave you the top three. All right, my portfolio includes those same investments as well, so she's definitely on track. So Kim is also part of a phenomenal platform, I Am Master Academy, and this academy has amazing investment tools. So we're actually going to show you guys a live visual on tonight, but the streams keep glitching, so we don't want to interfere by still delivering this value on tonight. So Kim, can you share with people how simple, what tool do they need? What's the investment app name, and then how does it work leveraging the copy and paste app? The first question is, what's the number one app that they need to go download right now so they can leverage being their own investor?
Okay, so the number one app everybody should have is, are we talking about within just in general, right?
Yeah, just in general.
In general, okay, cool. So honestly, you have a couple options because I can tell you what I use, but everybody needs to have some type of app where you can start investing today, right now, after you get off of this live, right? So I personally use a couple different things. One of those is this app called crypto.com. All right. Okay. You can also do investing on an app called Coinbase. You can also do investing on an app called Robinhood. You can also do investing on an app called Binance. Y'all, there's so
That's many true. I have Binance
things out there. I can literally keep naming up.
Right.
There's so many things out there. And so choose one. I just want you to choose one. You don't got to choose them all. Choose one and start investing right now, today, right? I think the biggest thing too, a little nugget before we get into the next question, is people think, oh, I have to like put so much money towards these things to actually get returns. Y'all, listen to me right now, okay? I don't care if you got $5. I don't care if you got $1. I don't care if you got $5,000. Whatever you have that you can afford to invest, you want to go ahead and start making that work for you. All right, you want to go ahead and start putting that aside, because it doesn't matter how much you have or how much somebody else has. All that matters is what can you afford to invest today and how can you invest. And we just told you exactly how you can do both of those things. And so the biggest thing I want people to understand is just, it doesn't take you being wealthy to invest. All right. You don't wait till you're wealthy to invest. You invest what you have so that you can start to build wealth. All right. So, yeah.
My next question is, how often should somebody invest?
How often should they invest?
Yep. No. Let's pause, because a lot of people don't understand investing. See, guys, investments mean that you take a small amount of money. I'm not going to say small. You take a portion of money and you put it inside of something where that money, without you, that means you're not working. You put that money into a certain vehicle, whether it's $5, $50, or $500, or $5,000. You take a certain portion of money, you put it inside a wealth vehicle, and you leave it there to multiply without you. understand that money is made the most. You create the most success when you're not present. That's when that's what people don't realize. The most wealth you will make is when you're not present. So if anything you're doing requires you will already understand your presence is dependent upon, your income is dependent upon your presence. You want to start putting things in place, just like Kim. She's doing extraordinary. She has so many different vehicles and so many apps that she's leveraging, so many investment vehicles with spread, and don't have all your eggs in one basket. You have an E-Trade account with stocks. You have a we have different platforms inside of our own community. You have these different Binance, crypto, Coinbase.com, crypto.com. You want to put your money into these different apps. And we will, after this stream is done, we're going to drop the name of some of these apps inside the comments, so you guys will have that for you. Okay. So my next question is, how often does somebody invest? Yeah.
How often? I would say you need to invest as often as you can. That's honestly, you never want to put yourself in a position where you're living check to check, right? You never want to put yourself in a position where you're just trying to get by. And the only way to get out of that cycle is to be very intentional about what you're doing with the money that is crossing your hands right now, today, on a daily basis, right? And so I personally make it my business every single time I get paid, every single time I come across some money that I can spare. I'm investing, right? I'm putting it aside. And I don't want that to intimidate anybody, because it's not like, okay, I need to make sure I put money aside every 2 weeks, or I need to make sure I put money aside every day. Whenever you come across some coin that you can put to the side, I need you guys to not just think about, all right, what can I buy, right? That's the first thing. When somebody gets an extra piece of money, we think about, dang, I got a little extra. What can I buy? No, you need to be thinking, where can I put this to invest? Right. How can I make this grow for me? So
perfect. Yeah. So guys, so Facebook, we are live with Miss Kimmy T, Millionaire in the Making, and Instagram. I just tuned you guys in. I'm on a live stream right now with a phenomenal investor, and she's sharing some key nuggets on what are the top investment apps for 21, some things that you guys need to take advantage of. So what a lot of people do, they have an instinct to go and spend right away. Well, we want everybody to reprogram themselves to say, if you get some extra income, whether it's something whether you become intentional, maybe you go do a side hustle, maybe you start doing extra hobbies where you're intentional that every single piece of new income you're getting, it has to go into something you're investing in. So Kim, if you do it one more time, some of the top investment apps that you're leveraging right now, some things that people can go download right now and start taking as little as $5, $10, because guys, the poorest people are present in their wealth journey. Okay. So if you have to be present to make money, you're going to always make money by being present. All right. So the most success you'll have is when you can make money and you're never there. All right. So she was sharing Instagram and Facebook. For those who just chimed in, she was sharing, take $5, $10. Do you understand, guys? I did an example for somebody last night. So I have Coinbase and Binance. Those are two platforms that she shared. So I put $100 in Binance other one. I did three. Okay. Another 100 in Coinbase last night, and it already doubled. All right. I put another couple hundred in my E-Trade account. I got so many accounts, my Binance account, and it already grew about 20%. Right. So literally I've done nothing. You got to put those money in those different investment vehicles, guys. All right. So Kim, if you can just announce, we're going to drop those in the chats and comments as well, so you guys can take advantages. And one more thing, I'm sorry, guys, you have to understand that investing, right? Kim, you know what? Can you break down to everybody? You guys should be able to hear her voice. Tell everybody to you. I already shared what my definition of investing is. Can you share with them what your definition of investing is and why it's something not to be scared of?
Okay, cool. So I would say my definition of investing is, I would say it's my personal way, my personal responsibility. It's something within my control that I can actually secure my future. So it's my personal way of securing my future, because what we understand is that most people work a job, right? Nothing wrong with that. I work a job. I'm employed by the United States Air Force. But if something was to happen and the government shut down, guess what? Kimmy T is not getting paid or a paycheck from the United States Air Force. But if I would have been investing, aka securing my future, right? then now I have put myself in a position to be able to still live and do the things that I need to do because it was in my control, right? So for me, investing is something that I can do myself without anybody else and still be able to secure a future for myself in case who knows what happened. Or maybe I just want to do something very specific. Maybe I want to go purchase something nice, or maybe I want to, prepare for something that's coming. Now I'm in control of how that works, and I can do that because I took the initiative and start securing things on my own. So I would say that would be my definition.
I like how you said it's a way for me to guarantee that I secure what it is that I want in my life. So guys, understand the power of investing, right? So I have Millionaire Kimmy T in the building, and understand, like, a lot of us, so she works a full-time job. Now I'm retired, but she's well on her way to retirement, guys. And so what she did was she said two things. She said was I had to learn how to be, get my pride out of the way, right? She said I had to stop being prideful, stop being stubborn, where I had to figure out I have to know everything. She started becoming a question expert, all right? Starting asking more questions. And the more questions that she asked, the shorter her shortcut became. I mean, her success route was shorter. So she said she first started asking questions. She was around a community of people who had her best interest at heart. The second thing is she was saying that she's working her job and she's been making her career moves. She's literally been putting her money in different investment vehicles. So Kim, can you share with people the one more question I was asking was, a lot of people have this paradigm to jump out of their drawers when they hear the word investing. All right. A lot of people run around the block because they hear the word investing, and they become intimidated. So if you have any uneasy feelings when you hear the word investing, that shows me that you're just simply not educated enough. You're not well informed enough. And we're here to make sure you're well informed, because everybody's asking the wrong questions. You have so many millionaires billionaires in place. Why are they wealthy? Well, they take advantage of investing. Why does everybody go run and get a real estate license? It's investing. So why aren't you running towards the route wealth is? Most people follow the masses. They're just simply working a job, but nobody continues to work on their fortune. And that's why so many people are not even having a savings. That's why so many people don't have these things. But can you tell people, why they should not have any fear, any ill feelings about investing? Why should they feel the best version of themselves when it comes to investing?
So I would say people, you shouldn't be afraid of investing, right? Because like I said, that's how you're going to secure your own future, right?
Right.
And so I think a lot of times you hit it right. You hit the nail on the head. It's not that they're afraid. It's just they don't know, right? Okay. They don't know what to expect. They don't know what it is, how it works. And so the biggest cure for that, right, is to ask questions. The one
biggest cure is to ask questions.
That's the biggest cure, because if you don't, guys, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is you're never going to do anything. And let me tell you something. I would much rather do something than do nothing.
Right.
Because if I don't do anything, I have a 0% chance of getting to where it is that I want to go.
That's
but
right.
Just by asking questions, opening my mouth and starting, I'm already 50% chance of it guaranteed to happen.
Wow.
Right. And so I would say, if you are someone who has an ill feeling towards the word investing, or if you just feel uneasy about it, find someone you trust, find someone and literally ask them, listen, how do I get started? What's something I can do right now? Or even ask them to break it down for you guys. I mean, we broke it down pretty good,
right.
But even ask them more questions if you have it, because the truth of the matter is that is the only way you're going to be able to start creating wealth for yourself. Point blank and period. Right?
Wow.
That's it.
Wow, guys, what she just said, I hope y'all hear on Instagram. I'm on a live stream over here on Facebook with Millionaire Kimmy T in the making, and she was saying your shortcut to understanding investing. If you have this unevenness in your gut, in your stomach, and you just don't know what to do, reach out to somebody that you trust, right? Vet the person that you are. Maybe you don't know somebody, but there's tons of people who are in the investment community, guys, that you can start to become a mentee under. Understand there's nothing to be afraid of. You're being complete control of your investments. There's something to fear when you're not in control. right?
Exactly.
When you blind it to it, yeah, you should be like, okay, what's going to happen? But we want to show you guys that you're literally 100% in control of your investments, right? So Kim said, you guys need to go download Coinbase. You said what else?
Crypto.com,
Crypto.com,
Binance,
E-Trade.
There's so much stuff like Cash App. You can do stuff on
You can use
Cash
App. I think I got investments in everything, right?
All the things.
Right. So she was saying that. So we're also partnering with a phenomenal platform as well. Kim, can you share so we have so many different apps that you can leverage. It's basically cater for you to find your personality type. You're supposed to cater your personality type to which product you typically love. And then so how simple is it to use these apps and how much time is required?
Okay, cool, bet. So first things first, y'all. We definitely wanted to be able to show y'all how this stuff actually works, right?
Right. We was having technical issues, so we can't do the live share.
Right. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I would literally say, honestly, for me personally, right, and for you too, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. Right. I would say it literally takes you sitting aside, not even honestly about 15 minutes. Even honestly, it ain't even that long. Like, I really want to give you like a little window, but if you can sit down for 5 minutes, right, you're gonna get these notifications sent to your phone, just like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all of that stuff. And now you're prompted to literally copy some numbers from one app to another, right? So if you got less than 10 seconds to sit down and copy some numbers, I'm sure we all know how to save somebody's number in our phone, right? I'm sure we all have typed up a caption on Instagram. I'm sure we've all copied and pasted some things from stuff, right? So you already know how to do it. So I don't want to hear that you don't know how to do it, because you already know how to do it. You do it every single day. And so now all you're doing is applying that same skill, something that you do subconsciously without any type of thought. You're applying that same skill to start putting your money to work. And so one of my favorite apps that I Am Mastery Academy offers is actually something called Gold Cup. Okay. And the reason I love this app is because, first of all, they be stacking the trades, and I love that. Now I can sit down in like a 5-minute session, and instead of putting in one trade, maybe I'll put in 3 or 4 trades. And now, I'm set for the day. I set my goal. I'm good. I don't have to come back any other time, right? And so, like I said, they're sending these notifications, these signals to your cell phone, right? You get these notifications. You copy the number from that Gold Cup app, or from Swipe Trades, or from Swipe Coin, or whatever the app is. Put that into something called MetaTrader 4.
MetaTrader 4. Y'all go off y'all store right now. Go to your free store.
Listen.
And download MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4.
Yes.
The other investment app that you can use to trade your own money. You don't need there's no middleman. You are the trader. All right. And she's saying that you can literally take numbers from app to app, and there's going to be experts doing the work for you. They're going to do the analysis and the research. So for those of you guys who have E-Trade and all these different investment apps, imagine the smartest person that already knows how to leverage those apps. They're going ahead and sending you this information. So she said 15 seconds of your time, you're going to be able to copy and paste. Now, the goal is not to simply just copy and paste. The goal is she's in her career. She's leveraging these experts to build her wealth part-time. She may be on the way to work. She may be working from home, and she's literally just copying and pasting on the go in the middle of the day, and she's growing her account. All right. Now I need y'all to know something. Kim, can you answer this question for me? What is the average growth of a savings account on a yearly basis?
Ooh, the last time I checked my own average, it was literally about 2%.
2%. Wow.
It wasn't even.
Mine was 2%. I went Goldman Sachs.
Because I asked, honestly, I'm like, I need to know what's really going on up in here, okay? So it was like, I want to say it was like 2.3% or something like that, y'all. That is sad. Okay.
So pause. She said her savings account gives her 2.3% per year. 2.3% per year. So that means the money has to stay in the account. It can't move. It has to stay in the account. So for those of y'all who don't understand calculations and percentages, if you have $100 in your savings account and it stays in there the entire year, by the end of the year, your bank is going to give you $2.30 back. if it stays in there the entire year, it has to stay in there the entire year. They have these little so most people don't have, what's the percentages? How many people don't have $1,000 in their savings?
I don't have me lying.
I think it's about 70% of people don't have $1,000 in their savings, and 40% don't have anything at all.
Yep, that's it.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if you take most people right now, 2.3, that's an insult, first of all. That's an insult.
I felt offended when they told me that. Insult,
right? So, but what Kim does, Kim, what is your, so if you do 2.3% and you got to keep your money in the savings account just to get $2 per year, Kim, what is your daily goal? What's your percentage goal? So the bank gives you, your savings account does 2.3 per year. Mm-hmm. What's yours?
So my percentage goal is 10% every single day.
Woo! 10%. Wait a minute. 10%. Kim says she's growing her investments over 10% per day.
Per day.
That's actually huge. That's really, you doing more than me. I do 8%. 10% a day. So what that means, guys, and it's not 10% off the original balance.
Right.
Kim started her account with $500. 10% is what, about 10? No, 8% is 50. So
10% of what? What'd you say?
10% of 500.
That's
$50. Okay. $50, right?
Math, bro. Come on.
So if Kim grew her account by $50 today, right? Then her new balance is going to be $550. Mm-hmm. So then she's going to grow another 10% of the $550 every day.
Every day.
Right? So y'all need to plug in with Kimmy T. I'll drop her information up here too, because she's partnered with phenomenal platforms and she has all this knowledge so that you guys can start leveraging, putting 10% a day is amazing. I do 8% a day. We're both well on our way to 7 figures, but to do that is extraordinary. And a lot of people don't understand. Y'all are going to hear this. It's going to sound like rah-rah. I want you to understand. Please don't exit and you're not putting your money to work. Please. All right. I have one of the top investors in front of my face right now. She grows her account. Pause to the poor connection. She's growing her account. Sorry, guys. She's growing her account 10% a day off of each new principal balance. All right. So Kim, not to put your business out there, but I know you're on track. But can you tell us by the end of this, in the month of December, what does your financial plan say? Is it a 6-figure? Or is it another, was it 7-figure? What's your financial plan?
You said for December, so like end of 2021?
Yeah, 2021. What does your financial plan say on 10%? Jesus.
My financial plan say 7 figures.
Okay.
I don't know what I can't say. I don't even want to put no.
Let's give us some love. Y'all drop some flames in the comments, some flames in the chats. Because this young lady is well on her way to 7 figures. She's been securing 10% returns every day. And that's so reasonable. Reasonable.
And I think people, what I want people to kind of take from this too is, you might hear me say 7 figures and you're just like, what? Right? That might just seem so far away. Like, that might seem so far away from something that you can do. But let me tell you something, y'all. All you have to do is have a plan. Because guess what? 7 figures don't just pop out the sky. All right? You have to make a specific amount, right, every single month. So let me tell you how I make this make sense, right? If I say I want to make 7 figures in the next 12 months, all right, so how much do I have to make every single month? Right? If I'm making 7 figures, how much do I have to make every single month? Okay, I got my monthly goal, right? So how much do I have to make every single week?
Oh, every single week. Okay.
All right. So now I have a 30-day target.
Weekly to daily. Okay.
Yes. That's all you have to, any goal, this financial, spiritual, personal, any goal that you have is never too big. It's never too big. All right. All you have to do is break that thing down and be specific into small amounts. Once you have that weekly goal, daily goal, yearly goal, now all you have to do is get up every day and be on it.
Get up every day and be on it. One more. So we're about to be done here. So my question for everybody is, if you're tuning in right now and you're not investing, all right, so she shared that there's nothing to fear with investing because you're completely in control. If you have a minimum of $5, you got $1, you can multiply it. at any rate, guys. So some of my investments are already doubled over last night because I got them in the right vehicle, right? So what she's saying with you guys is, if you're wanting to invest, I first want you, if you're not investing, well, if you are investing or not, but you want to partner, you want to just get more information, okay? This ain't nobody trying to put you on anything. I just want you to be more educated. If you would like more education, if you would like, because we was going to screen share and show it, but the software kept kicking us out. So if you would like to see that, if you would like to participate in a live session with us on how it truly works, all right, and I'm talking about actually participating, we're going to have you have a practice account. We're going to have you trading with us. We're going to have you investing with us. We're going to show you some of these investment apps. If you would like to actually see what that is, do me a favor right now in the comments, or send me a DM, preferably just drop it in the comments, all right? I want you to comment, what's the word of the year, all right? I want you to comment profit. I want you to comment profit. If you want an Instagram, you can tag me, send me a DM. Facebook, I want you to comment profit. If you want, you know what profit, I said profit. But EDU, education, EDU. If you want more education, drop EDU in the comments here and EDU on Facebook so we can get you guys more educated. Profit or EDU, I know I said both, but we will cater to both of those because I need to make sure people understand. We're not here to just be all, this is not hype, guys. We're having so much fun in what we're doing. We're having so much success, and we've made it economical ministry. I said, God, what do you want me and Kim to do? What is it that you want us to do to make sure that we educate the masses? There's no way in the world that you should be sitting on your gifts, should be sitting on your talents, should be sitting on your abilities. Yes. You are simply afraid. I need you to drop EDU in the chat right now in the comments so that I can lock arms with you. Kim can lock arms with you and get you educated. It's not about you making a decision. It's about you being educated.
Educated. Let them know.
Ignorance can't make decisions. Ignorance can't make decisions. And understand that being broke is more expensive.
You better say that again.
Expensive. Why? Kim, do you know why being broke is more expensive?
Listen, because the price of not knowing, all right? The price of not, she already said it, ignorance. Right, you can't make a decision if you're ignorant. And I already told you guys, you want to do something much rather than doing nothing. All right, because that's going to put you already 50%. That's going to put you already there to at least be working towards how you can get there. So listen, I don't know what else Brittany need to say. I don't know what else I need to say, but I need y'all to understand. Okay. I need y'all to understand that just be educated, just have clarity, just make sure. EDU. All you got to be. EDU. Make sure you have it.
You. All right. EDU. I'm going to give you guys with some words real quick, and Kim is going to close it out. EDU. The reason I said being broke is more expensive, guys, is because I want y'all to drop some ones in the chat box if you've ever been there before. Mm-hmm. You had to juggle between eating or getting a tire fix. You had to juggle between getting a tune-up or being able to pay a bill. You had to juggle between, it's a conversation between your finances, a conversation. You got to debate, am I going to feed myself tonight or am I going to pay this bill? Anybody ever had something that needed fixed on your car and you couldn't afford to get it fixed right away, but you still had to drive the vehicle, and so you knew driving it was going to cause more damage, right? You've been sick and you knew, it's been a time, guys, where I was sick. Listen, Kim, I was with my best friend, Star. She was cooking. Some way, somehow, I got metal in my throat. Wow. I don't know. I was eating and I started choking all of a sudden. Something probably flew on my sport and it was a metal stuck in my throat. Do y'all understand? I was at her house trying to gag up the metal because I didn't have medical insurance.
Wow.
I said, Star, I cannot afford to go to the hospital.
Wow.
That's why being broke is expensive. I was putting myself in danger because I couldn't afford a medical bill. I'm talking about 30 minutes just trying to get it out of my throat because I was scared of the medical bills because I didn't have any insurance. Right? Have you been there before? Kim, what are some of your stories? What have you been? Wow. What's something you've had to juggle before?
Y'all listen. Because I want to say something straight on here, because people think, oh, you in the military, y'all making money, everything is going great. Y'all listen, I have had to figure out, like, okay, listen, I got paid and I had bills and I had stuff that had to be paid. So right now, what am I gonna do? Right? Am I gonna eat this turkey sandwich? Okay. Or do I want to go ahead and pay my phone bill? Right, y'all. I have literally listened because I want y'all to really understand. Everybody doesn't have money management, right? I can honestly say money management was not something that I was strong in when I first joined the military. All right, so I was coming into all this money, right? Coming into all of this money, and then somehow 2 weeks later, ain't got none of it. And so now I'm trying to figure out, well, like I'm gonna have to eat me some cereal, or I'm gonna have to, go to the what we call the DFAT. You can go eat for free on base. I'm gonna have to go eat for free and see what they got in there because I mismanaged my money, right? Or just because I wasn't being a steward of what I had, right? But the power behind what it is that we do, the power behind education, y'all, the power behind education is knowing it don't have to be like this. It's knowing I don't have to juggle. It's knowing I will never be broke another day in my life because I have took the opportunity to open my mouth and be willing to listen and learn to somebody who has the results that I want. I was willing to ask the question, and now I don't have to worry about choosing between a turkey sandwich and, maybe a bowl of cereal. I can go, out to eat and eat whatever it is that I want.
I got you.
And all it did,
do I want to be cold, take a cold shower, or do I want to eat? Right? We have to get it. She said 2 key things and we're done, guys. Kim, I want you to share what some advice you want to give everybody. But 2 biggest things, guys, is we got to stop having a juggling lifestyle. We got to stop having a juggling lifestyle, and we got to stop having a mismanaged lifestyle. That's the 2 biggest things. Our goal is to educate you. So I said, if you want to be educated, drop an EDU in the chat box so you can see how our life has had an extreme turn of events, guys. And Kim, what's your closing remarks? How can everybody reach you? And I want to thank you again for tuning in on tonight. All right. She shares some of the top investment apps. Again, we'll share those things with you guys and how to get them set up, how to understand them. All right. We don't just educate you. We hold your hand too. All right. So Kim is going to give you guys some closing remarks. I'm going to bring the phone down here to the screen so y'all can see her. Tell people where they can find you, and we are going to be done.
Okay, cool. I want to first thank all the heavy hitters who are still tuned in right now, y'all. I want to first say thank you so much for giving us this time to kind of educate you, right, and give you this value. And so what I would really leave people with, what I want to leave you guys with is this. Number 1, don't be afraid. All right? Don't let fear stop you from living the life that you want. And I'm going to tell you something else, guys. Fear is not even something that you should have, right? It's not of you. Can I tell you that? Fear is not of you, all right? Fear is a feeling you shouldn't have to worry about because it's already done. Everything that you want in life is already on this earth, right? All you have to do is create a plan, right, to actually get it done. So don't let fear stop you, all right? Don't let fear stop you. And the second thing that I want people to understand is there are so many things out there, all right? There's so many people out there. So there's no reason why you should not have the education behind you so that you can make a decision. All right. There's no way. But I don't want you to make a decision until you have the education. Right. So ask somebody, do research, go get a course, invest in yourself. All right. Invest in yourself. Go buy the course, go buy the book, whatever it is, so that you can now put yourself in a position to live the life that you want to have. All right. And then the last thing I would say is just take action. Take action, right? Because so many people, we get fired up. I know somebody on this live right now, like, man, I'm about to go download all these apps. I'm about to do X, Y, and Z. And then tomorrow, you're going to forget everything that we just said. So I want to challenge every single person on this live. It's from starting today. As soon as you exit this live, you are going to be more intentional about application. You're going to be more intentional about taking action because guess what? Your future depends on it.
That's right.
The position that you're in right now depend on it. Your parents that's still working that job, your grandparents who still slaving, and they depending on it. Right? Your kids, they depending on it, right? So I want you guys to take those 3 things away. Just take action. Don't be scared, right? And invest in yourself. Everybody can find me on any platform that you got out there. I'm on almost everything. Social media, IG, Facebook. You guys can find me at Millionaire Kimmy T. All right, Kimmy with the letter T on Facebook and on Instagram, guys, and on YouTube, everything. And so hit me up if you got questions, if you need clarity, if you still don't know what it is that we're trying to get across, if you still got questions, please don't hesitate to just hit me up, ask the question, open our mouths, right, and take action. So that's all I got, y'all.
Amazing. Well, guys, that is our time on tonight. And I want to make sure, like I said, we want to share some value. I know we went way past what we said we would. But listen, I just go with the flow. I go with the spirit. Sometimes you can't put a cap on what God is trying to send out. So I wanted to make sure that everybody had some value on tonight. Again, Millionaire Kimmy T in the building. And Mr. Dickey Barnett, we will definitely reach out to you because you want to be educated. All right. So it's power and knowledge. God says, read the word because always everything you need is in the word. So we got your back. And Kim, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Can't wait to do this again with you soon. Have an amazing day. And man, be blessed. Thank y'all so much. All right. So we're gonna crank this thing up.
Let's get it.
We're gonna go ahead and exit this live, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging around with the tests, if you will.
Thank you guys so much.
Put some of this energy out here. You got to be fired up every day. Let's go. Rising.
I can.
Let's go. Facebook, y'all have an amazing night. In the building, Kimmy T. We ain't afraid.
Y'all, let's get educated
and come to the top with us, all right? Because we, well, we going. Peace and blessings, everybody. We are ending this broadcast. And we going.